How many times you gotten up and tried to figure out, what am I gonna wear today? What's the weather look like outside? Is it warm? Is it freezing? I can tell you it's freezing here in the studio, but here's a wonderful way for you to figure out what you're gonna wear and what you're gonna do in your home neighborhood. I'm not talking about watching the weather on the news. I'm talking about what's happening at your house, and in your backyard. And our next item is going to help you do just that. It's the AcuRite digital weather station with wireless charging pad and alarm clock. It's a QVC price of $48.86 or 4 easy payments of $12.22. And as we talked about earlier today, and all day shipping and handling is free. We're offering 30-day returns. Your item number is E317423. Let's talk about what you're going to get. You're going to get the AcuRite digital weather station with wireless charging. That's the charging pad and the alarm clock. And you're also going to get this handy dandy sensor here. And it does so much. It's really amazing. It's like it can tell you what the temperature is, like it's a microclimate. And I don't want to get into all the details and the features because my good friend Sarah Catalesi is standing by. We laughed and joked today because we call each other all the time and we never talk. And here she is, and we get to talk about things. Sarah, I hope we're talking about sunny weather because it is freezing in this studio.
Yeah, it is always freezing in the studio, so I'm kind of glad that I'm here, but I'm so glad that we get to share this today because I sent a child to college last week, my baby, and I sent my son to college today, and we have one more to ship off next week. But I think this is the perfect opportunity to talk about, you know, if we're in back to school mode, right? How do you make sure that your kids are getting, you know, up in time? What if there's a power outage? What if they simply need to charge their phone and they forgot or they lost their cable? This is like that all-in-one unit for you. Now, keep in mind, this comes from Cheney. Cheney is the brand, is the company that gives us the AcuRite brand. And this year, we're celebrating our 80th birthday. So I love the fact that this is all we do. So we are true leaders when it comes to measuring, monitoring, and accuracy. So we're looking at, again, right here, and this is a close-up of that screen, but this is your all-in-one weather station. So the top number is meant to read your outdoor temperature. And really, that's whatever that sensor is picking up, that white sensor. So down below, we have, you know, that yellow temperature, which is your inside temperature and your humidity as well. Of course, you're going to have that clock. And then also up in that corner, you're going to see weather forecast. Now, yours is going to look a little different simply because you just plugged yours in. Okay. But if we would take a close-up of mine, you would see that we would actually have rain forecasted in the next 12 to 24 hours. Wow. Yep, it's going to let you know exactly what's going on. But more importantly, this has a battery backup. Now, you're going to add your AA batteries. There's 2 needed for the weather station, and then there's 2 needed right here for that sensor. But I want to show you as well, it's 1 sensor to every kit. But I actually added another sensor right into here because I want you to see this is weatherproof, right? You can put this outside and you can see my top number. TJ, this is buried in ice right now. It's actually 41 degrees and 75% humidity, which means just imagine like winter, right? We're going to be approaching most likely like a snowstorm, precipitation coming. But I think it's just a great way for you to prepare without having to pick up your phone, without you having to like get out of bed to turn on the TV to do anything. You can simply roll over, look at your weather station and see that exact temperature right there. But even if you are just picking this up for that backup battery, this also has the built-in wireless charge pad. So you can see right here that blue light came on because it's engaging. And right now we are charging this phone. So, you know, kind of clears the clutter when it comes to your nightstand as well. But truly this can go anywhere that you would like it to go. This could go in your, you know, kitchen. It could go in your office. It can go anywhere.
I love that. So Sarah, I have to ask a question. So someone says, hey, Sarah and TJ, I'm going to use my phone to see what the weather is. I don't need to use this. What is our response to them?
Yeah, well, you know what's great about this? This is what we call hyper accurate. This is information based on your backyard. A lot of times when you're looking at your phone, you're getting the nearest weather station or the nearest weather report from the closest airport. And also with AcuRite, we update our sensors, our information every 18 seconds. So yeah, you can still use your phone. Absolutely, you can use it. But if you really want to, hone in, like you said, what's it going to, what should I wear today? How cold is it outside? What's it going to be later on today? Because again, it's 12 to 24-hour forecast. This is going to give you all that information, but this is big, bright, beautiful numbers that you can see easily. And this is it. So you can actually place this anywhere outside. We like to say upwards of like 150 feet away is totally fine. We just want you to avoid putting this sensor in direct sunlight. So from there, like I have mine on the outside of my tree. No, on the shade part of my tree, I have this hanging. Okay. So I always get to see, what is happening simply with this weather station. And I think you were saying today too, like your mom loves to check the temperature outside. So we all know a weather junkie. We all know somebody that really wants to know exactly what, the temperature is. Well, how about a temperature for your backyard or your, immediate area versus the closest airport? Because that's where a lot of the information comes from. This is when you have those AA batteries inside. Now, you don't have to put them into the weather station, but it would have to stay plugged in. But I love it because then all of a sudden power outages, you have battery backup. You will not lose your alarm and you'll be able to stay kind of on tune and on track because again, that battery backup is going to kick in. And oh, by the way, the convenience of wireless charging all of your devices that are compatible.
Convenience, it's got all you need. It's got the alarm clock. It could help my mom prevent from putting the thermometer in the kitchen window so it doesn't close all the way. Sarah, you're my favorite weather person. I hope you stick around.
Oh, thank you. We're going to help you, keep charged as we go along and back to school.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'll see you